right, ladies, so excited for this team call because for those of you who are doing 80-day obsession, and even those of you who aren't, you know the energy that is building up behind this movement. So you're seeing the transformations that are being posted after phase one. So Paulina and I have been brainstorming about how we can help you guys and how we can help our clients see the value, or potential clients see the value of investing and committing to 80-day obsession. Because honestly, as we're reading through the form answers that we're receiving, we are just realizing that this program is literally life-changing. Like, the amount of results that we have been seeing after 4 weeks from people of all different shapes and sizes, and people who have faced so many different challenges, it's just been mind-blowing. Like, I'm still getting goosebumps from how much our community is kicking butt with this program. So we're just so excited to be announcing that we are going to be doing a really special call to help all of our people who are interested in potentially doing our next group of 80-day obsession. So we're going to just tonight go through what you can expect that we're going to be covering on the call, and also a fun little incentive that we're going to be offering our non-coaches in our current 80-day obsession challenge group. So these may be your discount coaches, so anyone who's not like already actively coaching as a business, because honestly, if you're coaching for like to earn an income already, that should be your incentive, right? You probably don't need like an extra water bottle to motivate you to invite, right? Because we all should be doing that. That's like a vital behavior. But this is an opportunity for us to get our current challengers in 80-day obsession super excited and help them understand that they can help people too, and that coaching isn't so bad. So we're going to offer them a little incentive for participating in this upcoming call. So Paulina, do you want me to go into details about the call, or do you want to start off with that?
I'll jump in. Okay. So hi everybody, welcome to our call. Jenna did a great job just explaining what we're going to run through, sort of why we decided to do this, because if you remember, if you've been a coach for a few months now, I would say the last call we did like this was maybe like last quarter. We did one for Shift Shop. So we used to do like these monthly sneak peek into a challenge group calls, and we did one where we focused specifically on Shift Shop because that's when Shift Shop was launching, so everything was exciting. We did a call based on that. So we decided to just do one all 80-day obsession. We have obviously our current transformations. We have our feedback from our challengers who are kicking ass and sharing their testimonies with us. So we decided, why not do an 80-day obsession sort of sneak peek webinar call to invite our challengers that aren't doing the program yet, to have an opportunity for our current challengers to invite their family and friends. Because as you know, once you get into this kind of journey, people start noticing what you're doing, right? So this is a great way to not only possibly get referrals and help more people, because our challengers are sharing this opportunity with their family and their friends, but to kind of help our challengers and empower them to show them, hey, you can do what we do as coaches because you just invited 3 friends onto this call and they want to do this with you, right? So just to kind of give you the breakdown of dates. So the call will be Monday, the 19th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We will send a Zoom link. We have an actual event page. Jenna shared it. I shared it with everybody in the team page. We can post the link again so you can invite people to it. Don't just like spam people and invite random people. This is like, you want to actually ask them, hey, would this interest you? Hey, do you have any family members or friends who would like to take this journey with you? And invite them like that. We don't want to be those spammy people who like just invite you and add you to random groups, and then you're like, what the hell? Why am I in 10 makeup groups and I don't even like makeup? So please, let's not do that. Oh my God, I hate that. I had like I removed myself from like 3 groups today. I'm just like, how did I even get in here? Like, I don't even know this person. I've never even talked to them in my life. So let's not go about it this way, right? So the sneak peek call is Monday. The reason why we're doing it Monday is because the Monday following that is our prep week for our next 80-day obsession group. And the next 80-day obsession group, as we mentioned, I don't know how many weeks ago, we've already told you guys about this, is going to be March 5th. So we want to have that hard, solid start date, because we've seen the benefits of everyone starting together, right? When you have a challenge group, especially something that takes so much time and energy to really prep and get people ready to go and like in that right mindset and understand how this program works. It's not something you can plan in one day, you know? You have to really understand the meal plan. You have to really understand why you're eating at this time, why you're working out at this time, and all that stuff. We need enough time to get our challengers really ready in that mindset and on board to get started on those days, right? So we're doing this call kind of like as our last call for getting people signed up and set up so they can order their packages, get them on time. We have enough time to prep them, take them through that process, and everyone's gonna rock it starting the 5th and then going, you know, on with their journey from there, right? So as Jenna mentioned, we're going to invite our current challengers who aren't doing 80 Obsession. We're going to invite our current 80 Obsession challengers to invite their people. And also this gives you an opportunity to reach out to all the people who have been liking and loving on your posts, because you have been rocking it with 80 Obsession. You have been sharing transformations. Hopefully, if you're not, then let's do a transformation blitz tomorrow and start sharing more transformations from the team, from our challengers. Obviously, ask them before you share their stuff. But you could even take like screenshots of what people are saying and the benefits that they're feeling and all that stuff, and just like, you know, take out their name, like just put like a little line through it, so that way, in case you weren't sure if you could actually share that personal information, no one, you know, they remain anonymous, right? Because we want to respect their privacy. But so just, okay, going back, the call setup will be a Zoom call just like this, pretty casual, nothing like fancy schmancy. I'm going to do a simple presentation, like a little PowerPoint slideshow. Jenna and I will host it. We'll run through it. Very basic. We're going to share the 80-day obsession video. We're going to use a third-party tool. Beachbody, I'm sure, spent lots of money to create that video, and it's awesome. So let's not try to, like, you know, redo it, right? We're going to share that just to kind of kick things off so people understand, okay, this is the program, this is how it works, this is pretty much what I could expect if I get started, right? We're going to talk about a little bit of time nutrition and just the scheduling of, okay, you really need to know when you're going to be working out. You need at least an hour every single day, because this isn't like a quick in and out kind of thing. Like, this is a program that's going to really focus on these target areas, and you're going to see incredible results in this 3-month span, right? We're going to breeze through a little bit about, you know, the workouts, the equipment. We're going to talk about the benefits of having Shakeology and the performance supplements, because that's something you really, really need for something this intense, right? This isn't like a $140 challenge pack sale, which, you know, those are great, but if somebody who's really interested in investing long-term and investing in something more intense, like, they need to put their money where their mouth is, right? And if they want to see those results, like, they need to like invest in themselves, and we're not going to like cheapen the process and be like, yeah, you don't really need that. Like, no, you want these results, you want to be able to walk tomorrow, you need this, all of it, right? So we're going to talk about that. We'll also touch upon, you know, maybe we, you know, Jenna does the numbers stuff, so she could probably share like the ratio of people using the Shakeology and performance versus maybe there's like a little bit of people in the group that aren't using it, and maybe we can kind of share our personal take on that, or I don't know, however we want to word that, we'll figure that out. We will obviously share the transformation, so we're going to pick like the top 4 or so, like transformations, and a little bit of snippet of what that person wrote in their form. Obviously, we'll ask them for permission to share, just to ensure that obviously we're not, you know, just taking stuff and putting it out there if they don't want it out there. But we will highlight those, and then we'll probably just do like a really quick little slideshow, like, these are the results from our group, from our coaches, our team, you know, how inspiring, people from all ages, all shapes, all sizes, all walks of life, like, everyone's seeing incredible results, not just physically, but also transformations that are happening from the inside out, right? Talking about the confidence, talking about the commitment level, talking about people who are balancing, like, you know, working crazy hours and night shift nurses and stuff, and they're still making this work. Like, there's no excuse. If you really want it, you're going to figure it out, right? And we are obviously giving you the tools and support you need to make it work and make it happen. And then we'll talk about our getting started options. We'll break down the prices and the options of the bundle packs, right? We're not going to go into all the details for people who might be already current challengers who have BOD. We'll just say, like, if you're currently a customer of one of the coaches, we'll share specifically what bundle package works for you depending on what you already have, right? But for the main people who are on there that are new prospects, so the family and friends of challengers and also like new prospects that we add to this webinar, we'll breeze through the 3 like main options, right? And then we'll share, you know, if you're ready, obviously reach out to your coach, we'll help you get started. These are the dates of our prep week. These are the dates of our new challenge group starting on this date. This is, you know, we're looking for this many people. This is when we're starting. And then if someone is not ready to commit, if they're not sure of committing to something so intense, we're going to give them an option. Like if you're not ready for this specific program, totally cool. We run another challenge group. We have another option for you. You can get started with all access and have everything else you need, and then you can work your way up. You know, in a couple months down the road, once you got started on your fitness journey, you got into the groove of eating healthy again and into that routine, then you can jump into our next 80-day obsession group, you know, in 3 months or whatever. Okay, does that make sense? Did I miss anything, Jenna?
I just wanted to reiterate a couple of things. Like if you aren't doing the 80-day obsession program, you can still leverage this call. So you're seeing your teammates, meaning like coaches, posting their transformation. So I really strongly do encourage you guys to all do a transformation blitz tomorrow. I think there's power in doing that because you're very consistent in what you're sharing and you're constantly hitting people over the head with results. And you're showcasing people of all different backgrounds and body types. And like Paulina said, of course, get permission, unless, you know, like myself and Paulina, like feel free to just share away our stuff. But if it's if it's one of the challengers who may not be as open to sharing, maybe they'd be open with you sharing if you like crop their head off or something like that. So just be respectful in that sense. But a transformation blitz like every 2 to 3 hours is powerful, and you can showcase the team, and you can also go to Google and, you know, find test group results from the original test group. And there's ways that you can like crop out, you know, 80-day obsession that's like probably branded all over it to make it a little bit more mysterious. And there's ways that you can share that too to create that impact among the people who are following you. So I think that that's a great social media strategy, and it goes along with Tuesday, you know, Transformation Tuesday. And I think that if both of our teams do this, like we're gonna make such an impact. And now, just because someone likes and comments on those pictures, those transformations, you still have to do that work behind the scenes, and you still have to ask the right questions to make sure that 80-day obsession is a great recommendation for that person. And if not, there's always, at least in my team, we have a secondary challenge group to put anyone not doing 80-day obsession in. So just make sure you're asking the right questions. We really want to make sure that the right people are getting into the 80-day obsession group, and don't be afraid to reach out to your current challengers who aren't doing 80-day obsession. You know, chances are they may have, you know, 1 or 2 or even more rounds of another program under their belt. So just be bold and ask them if they're ready for a new challenge, and they're going to be seeing all those transformation blitz tomorrow. So if you do that invite to your current challenger, then they're going to be seeing all of that, and it's definitely going to pique their interest because of that. So to me, like strategically, that's how I think, and that's how I think that we can make an impact if you kind of go in that order. But definitely reach out to people who comment or like on any of those transformation photos. And I would just kind of have them ready tonight. If you can spend like a few minutes after this call, just getting those posts ready. So it's literally like copy and paste throughout the day tomorrow to simplify your life. So I wanted to say that. And then I think, Paulina, you missed this, or maybe I missed it, but so we're doing the call on the 19th. The deadline to get in to this 80-day obsession group starting March 5th is February 21st. So that's 2 days after the call. So they have until end of day on Wednesday, February 21st. And that's because we know we want to make sure that they're ordering in time for their products to ship to them, so that while we're in prep week, they are getting their package at some point during prep week. Because we want them to be able to see and look at this, especially if they're brand new to Beachbody, because it is new, it is different, it is an adjustment, as we all know. So it's important to give people that time. So from the 21st through March 5th, we feel that that's enough time to get someone started right. And that's why we're making that order deadline by that date. So have those conversations now. You know, don't wait until end of week or Sunday, Monday to invite people to this call. Like, get to know people and their goals right now. Ask smart questions now, and use that call as almost like your last resource for getting those final people who are on the fence to really commit. So still do that work now because from the 19th to the 21st, there's not that much time, but it will be beneficial for you to get to know your prospects and really where they struggle. So you can kind of reassure them that this call coming up is going to answer all of their questions and all of that fun stuff. So
yeah,
I think that's
for sure.
all I want to say.
Just to like kind of piggyback off of that, if somebody agrees to come on the call, don't just stop talking to them until that call. Like, keep talking to them, keep asking them questions, keep kind of prepping them for what to expect. And like Jenna said, asking them what they're currently struggling with, trying to like reaffirm that this could be the right fit for them. And if it's not, it's okay to say that. Like, don't be scared to say, like, honestly, you know, if you haven't been following any type of fitness routine, I'm not sure if this would be the right program for you to jump into first, but would you be okay if I shared some other options with you? No one's going to tell you no. They're not going to be like, no, I just want that one. Like, you know, like, unless they're like an extremist, but most people would, you know, view you as more of an expert than they are, because you've already built that credibility and that trust with your daily posts and with showing up for your own fitness and health, that it's okay to like give people recommendations. But yeah, like, the call's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. We're going to keep it short, to the point. I think the fact that we are going to be very strict with our, like, you know, order date and deadline to get signed up and started in our group is going to create that sense of urgency that people are going to, if they're ready for this, like, they're going to jump on it. You know, they're not going to wait around. They're not going to be like, oh, I need to, you know, think about it or this or that. Like, no, if we've done this the right way, if we set it up the right way in showing them the value and sharing in our daily posts, the transformations, the things that we've experienced, the things that our teammates and our challengers have experienced, then if it's for them, it's for them, you know? They'll make it happen. They'll put it on a credit card. They'll figure something out, right? Just like how all of us have done it. And if they come to you with some kind of excuses or objections or hesitations, then this is something that you have this whole entire week to figure out with them, right? Like, how, like, serious are they for a change? If they're at like a level 2 out of 10, then probably they're not that serious about making change, right? But if they're telling you that they're so ready to like finally make a change because they're miserable and desperate and have tried all these things under the sun and nothing's worked for them, then maybe this is something or another option that we can obviously present to them that would be the right fit, right? But getting on a call like this, sharing those transformations, sharing those testimonials, and also you guys are going to be in the chat blowing it up like, oh my God, yes, the challenge group is so amazing, all the support, do you see these results? Like, if we do this the right way, how we have in the past, it will be successful. And obviously, the more people you invite to this, the more people you reach out to, you have this entire week to do that work, the more it increases your level of possible success and helping people get started right away, right?
Okay. The challenge group too, because like, you guys are all committing in the challenge group because of that energy and that excitement that's still in that group because you're all showing up, right? So when you come to that call and are literally bringing the energy, how can anyone say no? You know, like, they're getting a sneak peek into what our community is like by having you guys there on the chat, super excited, and just giving them that insight into why we're so freaking awesome. So
yeah, and the more people that end up coming on board and joining this group, the better the challenge group as a whole will be. That March group is going to kick ass because we've seen it. We've seen how many people are in this group and how many people are kicking butt and all that energy because, you know, people are posting consistently. That's going to help our next group see just as much success. So we hope that you guys are on board with this. We're doing pretty much all the work for you on our ends. Like, so it's your turn to show up for yourself and show up for your business and reach out and start connecting with people. And like Jenna said, whoever's liking your post or showing love, like, reach out to them, talk to them. It's okay. Like, we get so scared. We're so like we're not, we hold ourselves back so much because we're scared to talk to people, when all it really takes is like, hey, thank you so much for liking my post. How are you today? You know, like, don't overcomplicate it. It doesn't have to be like this crazy invite. Like, just talk to someone how you would talk to a friend or someone you bump into on the street or whatever, in the grocery store, you know? Just talk to people.
Yeah, and this is kind of like going off a little bit, but just I want to make sure you guys understand the incentive part of this, right? So for our current challengers and 80-minute session, right? So this is now your job as their coach to present this opportunity to them. So individually, right, from this call, we're going to branch off and talk to our clients in that group who aren't already actively coaching to build a business. And you're just going to encourage them. You're getting amazing results. I'm so proud of you. I'm sure people are noticing the results and what you're doing. I just wanted to let you know that we're running this really awesome incentive to encourage other people to join us in our next phase of this 80-day obsession challenge. If you invite 3 friends to this call, link them to the event page, then you are going to be entered into a raffle to earn this beautiful pineapple well bottle. So we are going to be giving one of those away. Who doesn't love swag? And if you're in the 80-day obsession group, and if you don't love or hate pineapples by now, then there's something wrong with you, right? So you get the inside joke. So it's just a little cute thing that we just want to give away to encourage people to share this, because if someone didn't share this or encourage one of us to do this program, then we wouldn't be where we are today getting amazing results, right? So it's just an opportunity for us to leverage this momentum and really just build up that belief in your clients and challengers that, hey, you know, they can invite their friends. And whether or not they want to personally sponsor anyone of their friends who wants to get started, that's up to them. If not, then they can sign up with you. But this is a chance for you to see, like, who potentially has coach potential, right? So this is our thinking in doing a little incentive like that to encourage our 80-day obsession challengers who are excited, already believe in the program and products, to invite their friends to this opportunity. Does that make sense? Is there any confusion there?
Does anybody have any questions or anything that they're unsure of?
Don't be afraid. We love questions.
We don't bite. But do you think this will be helpful for you guys, like having this call set up that all you have to do is really just invite people to share the link? You can also tell people if they can't tune in live, we'll have the recording for them. You know, like we'll upload it to YouTube. You can share the recording with them. They'll have that day and a half to, like, you know, watch it and tune in. But I mean, if you're doing your work and you're talking to people and forming with them just how you would anything else, like, you already know, and you'll have that leverage when, you know, maybe they do present you with some objections, like, well, you told me that these are your goals. How serious are you about accomplishing them? You know, like, we can't be afraid to ask those kind of questions either, because if someone is vulnerable and like trusting you enough to talk to you about those things and open up, then it's okay to give people a little tough love. Like, don't think that it's like, as long as you don't say it in a rude way, of course, like, and you could always say, like, hey, can I give you some tough love? So that way they know and give you permission to give them tough love. Then don't feel like weird about it, you know? Okay. New coach, maybe we should still mention this.
Are they, hold on. So the new coach and all my challengers are newbies. We call to them, or I would only mention this call to people who are in our 80-day obsession challenge, just because, like, they already know what the program's like. They have that belief in the program, so they can, like, convey it to some degree to someone who's new. So I would definitely just only bring the people in that group right now.
Yeah, I would wait for them to complete, like, their first 30-day challenge. And if it's someone who's showing up, who obviously is getting results, who's checking into the challenge group, and you see that they're, like, really committed to getting their goals crushed, then next month I would say, hey, like you've kicked ass, like, are you ready for a different program? And then you can tell them, like, I've been doing 80-day obsession, I'm loving it. These are my results so far. Like, I see you like really stepping up to this challenge. Would you be interested in trying it out, you know?
You'll be doing another phase of this group.
Yeah, like if this call works out and it's worth doing again, like we'll do it every month, not just for you guys, but for ourselves too, you know? So we're gonna continue this, and like once we streamline the presentation and stuff and have that flow, like it's gonna be so easy to just duplicate every month. And obviously 80-day obsession isn't going away. We're gonna continue to see amazing results, so we're gonna continue to want to share this with other people and get new challengers in every month. So we're just gonna continue this whole process.
And if you do, in this, I think I understood your question wrong, Anya, at first, but Paulina answered it. But if this is where, when you're talking to new people, like maybe not someone who's in your challenge group, but having a conversation with a new prospect, like this is where asking the right questions comes so key. Because if someone has a baseline of fitness or already is like really good with meal prep and nutrition, then something like 80-day obsession is something that they would consider, because they already like are somewhat familiar, but this program brings fitness and nutrition to a whole new level. So I think if you're talking to someone who is there, then definitely present that opportunity to them and program to them. And if they're kind of like, oh, that's a little like too much right now, then start them with something like the Fix or Fix Extreme or Insanity Max 30, something a little bit more challenging, but not quite as committed as 80-day obsession.
Yeah, there you go. Well, if you think of her, then reach out to her. Be like, listen, girl, like I've been thinking about you. I've been doing this awesome program. I know you're already like super into fitness and you're always up for a challenge. Like, would you want to do this with me? And see what she says, you know? Most likely she'll at least ask you, huh?
I was just saying, and share your results with her. Like, I have been able to do X, Y, and Z. Do it with me. Like, I know that you would crush it.
Yeah. So, all right, ladies, does anyone have any last minute questions, thoughts, anything? You got those dates set. So Monday the 19th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern will be the live webinar. We'll have a recording for anyone who can't watch it. The last day to enroll is the 21st, correct? Wednesday, the 21st. They got to get their challenge pack in, their order in. We kick off prep week, which Jen and I are obviously like, we're scheduling all the posts out. So literally you're just plugging your people into there and keeping them accountable. I don't know what you're going to ask for more. But so prep week on the 26th, next challenge group kicks off March 5th. The challenge group will be in the app. The prep group, we're still figuring out if we're going to do it on Facebook or if we're going to do it in the app, but you guys don't have to worry about it. Like literally, we're putting it all together. So, so yeah.
I will for my team, I will post the link to the event page with the recording of this, and I'll resend the link to Paulina to share with you. You guys have that link, you can save it, and you can invite all your people who say, yes, I want in, right into that page, because that's where we're going to post the link to the call.
Yes, perfect. All right, ladies. Well, thank you all for joining us live. We appreciate your time. We can't wait to see you inviting tons and tons of people and encouraging and empowering your challengers who are doing 80 obsession to invite their family members and friends and besties and whoever else they could think of, their coworkers. You know, give them some ideas too, because sometimes people are like, oh, I don't really have anyone. But when you're like, well, have any of your friends mentioned anything about you, you know, like looking hotter or your butt looking better, or, you know, has anyone asked you what you're doing? Like, I'm sure people have asked you when you bring your food to work, like, what is that thing you're doing? And then just reaffirm with them that it's okay to obviously share and talk about it, and it's not so scary to simply just, you know, tell them what you're doing. So when you pour that belief into other people, then obviously they're going to feel more confident in sharing about it. They've obviously seen awesome results, whether it's physical or other things too, that they've seen more of, like non-scale victories. And just tell them to talk about it. And if they're brave enough, like if someone sends you their progress pictures, and like just tell them like, hey, like would you be okay with me sharing this? Or like, would you share this on your page? Like, you know how many people you can inspire? Sometimes people just need that little like nudge in the right direction, and who knows what could happen. You know, like that could be your next rock star coach. You don't know. You won't know until you ask, right? So just go do the scary things because they're not so scary. Get out of your comfort zones a little bit and help and encourage other people to do the same. And yeah, we can't wait to see you next Monday in our call. You guys show up too, please, because we don't want to be like there, just me and Jenna talking to ourselves. All right.
Yes, please.
Is that a deal?
All right, guys. Well, thanks again, and I hope you have a great night. Talk to you soon.
Bye. Bye, guys. Good night.